My beloved sons and daughters, today I bring you a message that can radically transform the future of your lives. The decision you make today will have a profound impact, and I want to guide you in this choice. This video is an opportunity to hear my heart, to understand what I have prepared for you, and to make the right choice that will bring blessings and direction. If you truly love me, I ask that you stay with me until the end, as I have prepared a special surprise that I wish to share with you. Don't miss this chance to draw even closer to me and discover what I have in store. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with those who need to hear this word. Become channel members to receive exclusive content and turn on the notification bell, for I am with you every day, bringing messages that can change your lives. And don't forget to leave your comments below. I want to know how this message is impacting your hearts. Let's journey together in faith and transformation. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the importance of trusting in me, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. I know that many times you face situations that challenge your understanding, with circumstances that seem insurmountable. But I am here to remind you that even in the most difficult moments, I am worthy of your trust, and my hand is always guiding every step you take. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. This is the truth I want you to embrace today. Trusting in me means letting go of control, setting aside doubts, and choosing to believe that I am capable of guiding you, even when you cannot see the whole path. I want you to know that I am with you in every moment, in every decision, in every challenge. When you choose to trust in me, you are allowing me to work in your lives in ways you could never imagine. You are opening the door to the impossible, the supernatural, the extraordinary. I am the God who does the impossible. And when you trust in me, you are declaring that you believe in my power, my goodness, my faithfulness. My beloved children, I know there are times when uncertainty can feel overwhelming, when answers seem distant and fear tries to take over your hearts. But I am here to remind you that amidst uncertainty, my presence is sure. I am the solid rock on which you can lean, the safe refuge where you can find peace. Do not let fear or doubt steal the trust I want you to have in me. When you trust in me, you are saying that you believe my plan is good, that my ways are better than yours, that I see what you cannot see. You are choosing to walk by faith and not by sight, knowing that I am ahead, opening doors, guiding your steps, preparing the best for you. Trusting in me does not eliminate challenges, but it gives you the strength and peace to face them with courage and hope. My precious children, I want you to understand that the trust I ask of you is not blind, but is based on the knowledge of who I am. I am the God who never fails, who never abandons you, who always fulfills what I promise. When you trust in me, you are allowing my power to manifest in your lives, for my promises to be fulfilled, for my love to sustain you. Do not delay this decision. The time to trust in me is now. Do not let uncertainty or fear steal the peace and joy I desire for you. I am here, always ready to guide you, to show you the way, to sustain your steps. All I ask is that you trust in me, that you hand over your worries, your doubts, your uncertainties into my hands and see how I can transform your lives. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you choose to trust in me, even when the path is uncertain, you are choosing life, peace, hope. I am the God who cares for you, who loves you, who guides you. Trust in me, and see how my hand can work wonders in your lives. If these words about choosing to trust in me, even when the path is uncertain, have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I trust in you, Lord, even when I don't understand the way. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the importance of forgiving and releasing the weight of the past. I know that many times the wounds of the past can become heavy burdens that prevent you from moving forward, from experiencing the peace and freedom I desire for each of you. But I am here to remind you that forgiveness is the key that frees your hearts and opens the doors to a future full of hope and renewal. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Forgiveness is not just an act of obedience to me, but a gift you give to yourselves. When you decide to forgive, you are breaking the chains that bind you to the past, allowing my love and grace to fill the spaces that pain and resentment once occupied. I want you to know that forgiveness does not mean forgetting or minimizing what happened. I know your pains, I see your wounds, and I am here to heal them. But forgiveness is the path that frees you from the weight of the past, allowing you to live fully, without the shadows of old grievances. When you hand me your pains, I work in your hearts, bringing healing, peace, and renewal. My beloved children, I know that sometimes forgiving can seem impossible, especially when the pain is deep and the suffering has been great. But I am here to remind you that in me, you find the strength necessary to forgive. I am the God who forgives, who casts sins into the sea of forgetfulness, who gives new chances, who transforms hearts. And I am ready to help you do the same. Deciding to forgive is an act of faith, of trust in me, of believing that I can transform what was wrong into something good, restore what was broken, renew what was lost. When you choose to forgive, you are allowing my peace to flood your hearts, my grace to strengthen you, my presence to guide you toward a future of hope and joy. My precious children, I want you to understand that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength, courage, and trust in my love. It is a step toward freedom, peace, and the abundant life I have for you. When you forgive, you are releasing not only those who have hurt you, but also yourselves, allowing the past to lose its power over the present and the future. Do not delay this decision. The time to forgive is now. Do not let the past continue to weigh in your hearts, stealing the peace I wish for you. I am here, always ready to help, to guide, to strengthen. All I ask is that you trust me, that you give me your hurts, your pains, your resentments, and see how I can transform your lives. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you choose to forgive, you are choosing freedom, peace, and a full life. I am the God who forgives, who heals, who restores. Trust in me, and see how forgiveness can transform your lives in wonderful ways. If these words about deciding to forgive and letting go of the weight of the past have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I choose to forgive and leave the past behind, Lord. My beloved sons and daughters, today, I want to talk to you about the importance of choosing to follow the path of faith, even when the difficulties seem too great. I know that life can bring challenges that test your faith, that make you question the way ahead. But I am here to remind you that the path of faith is the path that leads to victory, peace, and the fulfillment of the promises I have for each one of you. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. The righteous shall live by faith. This is the foundation upon which your lives should be built. Faith is not just a feeling, but a daily choice to trust in me, to believe in my promises, to follow the path I have laid out for you, even when that path is hard to understand. I want you to know that I never leave you alone in your struggles. When you choose to follow the path of faith, I am by your side, strengthening you, guiding you, sustaining you. I am the God who does not fail, who does not abandon, who always fulfills what I promise. And when you choose to trust in me, even in difficulties, you are opening the door for me to work miracles in your lives. My beloved children, I know there are times when the difficulties seem overwhelming, when the temptation to give up or doubt is strong, but I am here to remind you that, amidst the storms, I am the safe harbor, the solid rock upon which you can lean. Faith in me is what will give you the strength to continue, the courage to face challenges, the hope that does not disappoint. Choosing to follow the path of faith does not mean that difficulties will disappear instantly, but it means that you will have the strength to overcome them, the peace to face them, and the certainty that you are not alone. I am with you every step of the way, and when you trust in me, I make the impossible happen. The path of faith is the path of victory, overcoming, and the fulfillment of my plans for your lives. My precious children, I want you to understand that faith is the key that opens the doors to the impossible. When you choose to trust in me, you are allowing my power to manifest in your lives, for my promises to be fulfilled, for my plans to be realized. No matter how great the difficulty, I am greater. No matter how dark the way, I am the light. Do not postpone this decision. The time to choose to follow the path of faith is now. Do not let difficulties steal the hope and peace that I wish for you. I am here, always by your side, always ready to guide you, to strengthen you, to show you the way that leads to victory. All I ask is that you trust me, that you choose to follow the path of faith, even when it is difficult. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you choose to follow the path of faith, you are choosing life, victory, and the fulfillment of the promises I have for you. I am the God who does the impossible, who transforms difficulties into victories, who guides you every step of the way. Trust in me, and see how faith can transform your lives in extraordinary ways. If these words about choosing to follow the path of faith, even in the face of difficulties, have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I choose to follow the path of faith with you, Lord." My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to speak to you about the peace that I offer each one of you, a peace that is beyond understanding, a peace that has the power to calm the storms in your hearts and minds. I know that often anxiety can try to invade your thoughts. It can try to steal the joy and peace that I wish for you. But I am here to remind you that in me you can find true rest, a safe refuge, a peace that does not depend on the circumstances around you. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. This is the promise I make to you. When you give me your anxieties, I give you my peace, a peace that guards your hearts and minds, a peace that sustains you in the midst of any storm. I want you to know that anxiety has no power over you when you choose to trust in me. I am the God who knows every detail of your lives, who cares for each of your needs, who is always by your side. There is nothing you face that is greater than my power, my love, my presence. When you turn to me, I take your anxieties upon myself and replace them with my peace. My beloved children, I know there are times when life feels overwhelming, when worries pile up, when the future seems uncertain. But I am here to remind you that I am your refuge, your rest, your peace. When you feel anxious, turn to me in prayer. Entrust your concerns to me, and allow my peace to envelop you, calm you, guide you. Accepting my peace is a decision you can make every day. It is choosing to trust in me, rather than allowing anxiety to dominate your hearts. It is knowing that no matter what happens, I am with you, I am in control, and I am taking care of every detail of your lives. My peace is a gift I offer to you, a gift that has the power to transform your lives, to renew your strength, to bring joy and hope. My precious children, I want you to understand that my peace is not like the peace that the world offers, which is fragile and fleeting. My peace is deep, lasting, unshakable. It is a peace that remains even in difficulties, even in uncertainties, even in storms. When you accept my peace, you are choosing to live in safety, in trust, in certainty that everything is in my hands. Do not postpone this decision. The time to accept my peace and leave anxiety behind is now. Do not let worries and fears steal the peace that I wish for you. I'm here, always ready to calm your hearts, to bring rest to your souls, to fill your lives with the peace that only I can give. All I ask is that you trust in me, that you accept my peace, that you hand over your anxieties, and see how I can transform your lives. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you accept my peace and leave anxiety behind, you are choosing a full life, true joy, the freedom that only I can offer. I am the God who calms the storms, who brings peace in the midst of chaos, who sustains you in every moment. Trust in me. and see how my peace can transform your lives in wonderful ways. If these words about accepting my peace and leaving anxiety behind have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I accept your peace, Lord, and leave anxiety behind." My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to speak to you about the power of gratitude and how it can transform your lives. I know that it is often easy to focus on challenges, difficulties, and the things that seem to be missing, but I am here to remind you that gratitude is the key to unlocking the blessings that are already present in your lives, and to attracting even more of my goodness and provision. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. When you choose to be grateful, even in the midst of difficulties, you are acknowledging that I am the God who cares for you, who sustains you, who is always present. Gratitude is an attitude that opens your eyes to see how blessed you already are, and allows those blessings to multiply in your lives. I want you to know that gratitude is not just a feeling, but a choice. It is deciding to look at the blessings even when circumstances seem unfavorable. It is choosing to focus on what you have, rather than what is lacking. When you are grateful, you are recognizing my hand in your lives, declaring that you trust in my provision, that you believe I am always working for your good. My beloved children, I know there are times when life can seem difficult, when challenges are great and answers seem far away. But I am here to remind you that even in those moments there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude changes perspective, renews hope, strengthens faith. When you choose to be grateful, you are allowing my peace and my joy to fill your hearts, making space for me to do even more for you. Choosing gratitude is an act of faith. It is trusting that regardless of the circumstances, I am with you, I am in control, I am providing. It is believing that my blessings are present, even when they are sometimes hard to see. When you live in gratitude, you are living in alignment with my heart, allowing my love and grace to flow freely in your lives. My precious children, I want you to understand that gratitude has the power to transform your lives in profound ways. It not only changes your perspective, but also attracts more of my goodness. When you are grateful for the little, I am faithful to multiply. When you thank me for what you have, you open doors to receive even more. Gratitude is a key that opens the heavens and releases my blessings upon you. Do not postpone this decision. The time to choose gratitude is now. Do not let difficulties or worries steal the joy that comes from being thankful. I am here, always present, always providing, always blessing. All I ask is that you choose to be grateful, that you hand me your hearts full of gratitude, and see how your lives can be transformed. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you choose gratitude, you are choosing life, joy, abundance. I am the God who provides, who sustains, who blesses. Trust in me, be grateful, and see how my blessings multiply in your lives in wonderful ways. If these words about choosing gratitude and seeing how your blessings multiply have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I choose gratitude and see the blessings multiply, Lord." My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to speak to you about the transformative power of unconditional love. I know that loving, especially when it is difficult, can seem like an immense challenge, but I am here to remind you that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and it is through love that my kingdom is manifested on earth. When you decide to love unconditionally, you are choosing to reflect my heart, my grace, and my goodness to all around you. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. This is my command. Love one another as I have loved you. I love you with a love that knows no bounds, a love that does not depend on what you do, but on who you are to me. And it is that love that I ask you to share with others, a love that goes beyond circumstances, that overcomes offenses, that forgives and restores. I want you to know that unconditional love is not just a feeling, but a decision. It is choosing to love, even when the other does not deserve it, even when it is difficult, even when you have been hurt. When you love unconditionally, you are allowing my love to flow through you. You are allowing my power of healing, restoration, and transformation to touch the lives around you. My beloved children, I know there are times when loving seems impossible, when wounds are deep, when hurts are great. But I am here to remind you that I am the source of all love, and that in me you find the strength to love, even when it is hard. When you turn to me, I fill your hearts with my love. I empower you to love in a way that goes beyond human capacities. Choosing to love unconditionally is an act of faith. It is trusting that my love is enough to heal, to restore, to transform. It is believing that when you love, even in the midst of difficulties, you are sowing seeds of peace, hope, and reconciliation. Unconditional love not only changes those who are loved, but also transforms those who love, bringing healing, peace, and joy. My precious children, I want you to understand that unconditional love is the greatest expression of my presence in your lives. When you love without conditions, you are reflecting who I am, showing the world that my love is real, powerful, and transformative. No matter how difficult the situation, my love is stronger, more powerful, more enduring. Do not postpone this decision. The time to decide to love unconditionally is now. Do not let pride, hurt, or fear rob you of the opportunity to love as I love. I'm here, always ready to fill your hearts with my love, to empower you to love, to guide you on the path of unconditional love. All I ask is that you trust me, that you give me your hearts, and see how love can transform your lives and the lives of those around you. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you choose to love unconditionally, you are choosing to live in the fullness of my love, in the joy of my presence, in the peace that only love can bring. I am the God who loves without measure, who forgives without conditions, who restores without reservations. Trust me, love unconditionally, and see how your lives can be transformed in wonderful ways. If these words about deciding to love unconditionally, even when it's hard, touched your heart, leave in the comments, I choose to love unconditionally as you love me, Lord. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to speak to you about the calling I have for each of you, the calling to serve. I created you with a purpose, and part of that purpose is to make a difference in the world around you. I know that sometimes the idea of serving can seem challenging, but I'm here to remind you that by serving others, you are serving me, and you are fulfilling the mission I placed in your hearts. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Whoever wants to be first must be the slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. I came to serve, and it is this example that I leave for you. Service is not just a task, but an expression of love, compassion, and humility. When you serve, you are reflecting my heart, showing the world who I am. I want you to know that every act of service, no matter how small it may seem, has an eternal impact. When you choose to serve, you are planting seeds of kindness, hope, and transformation. The world around you is full of opportunities to make a difference, to touch lives, to bring light to darkness. And when you accept the calling to serve, you are allowing my love and grace to flow through you. My beloved children, I know that sometimes serving can seem difficult, that the needs around you can feel overwhelming. But I am here to remind you that I am the strength behind every act of service. When you serve with your heart, I am with you, guiding your hands, strengthening your spirits, filling your hearts with joy. Service is not a burden, but a blessing, an opportunity to be my hands and feet in the world. Accepting the call to serve is an act of obedience, love, and faith. It is believing that by serving others, you are fulfilling the purpose I have for your lives, living according to my plan, bringing my kingdom to earth. When you serve, you are transforming not only the lives of those you serve, but also your own lives, being shaped into my image. My precious children, I want you to understand that service is a path of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. When you serve, you are living in the fullness of my love, experiencing the joy of giving, the satisfaction of seeing lives transformed. The world needs you, needs your service, needs the love and compassion that you can offer. Do not delay this decision. The time to accept the call to serve is now. Do not let fear or doubt prevent you from making the difference you were created to make. I am here, always ready to guide you, to strengthen you, to empower you to serve with love and excellence. All I ask is that you trust me, accept the call, and see how service can transform your lives and the world around you. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you accept the call to serve, you are fulfilling the purpose I have for your lives, living in the fullness of my will, making the difference that the world so desperately needs. I am the God who serves, who loves, who transforms. Trust me, serve with love, and see how your lives can be enriched in wonderful ways. If these words about accepting the call to serve and make a difference in the world touched your heart, leave in the comments. I accept the call to serve and make a difference, Lord. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the importance of choosing truth and abandoning the lies that have tried to imprison your hearts and minds. I am the truth, and it is in my truth that you find freedom, peace, and clarity. I know that many times the enemy tries to deceive you, planting lies in your hearts, distorting reality. But I am here to remind you that my truth is the path that leads you to true freedom. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth I offer is not just a concept, but a reality that transforms, that liberates, that illuminates. When you choose the truth, you are choosing to live according to my will, choosing to walk in the light, rejecting the lies that have tried to imprison you. I want you to know that the lies of the enemy can be subtle, but they have the power to distance you from me, to distort your view of who you are, who I am, and the purpose I have for your lives. But my truth is a light that dispels darkness, a sword that cuts the chains of lies, an anchor that keeps you steady amidst the storms. When you cling to my truth, you are anchoring yourself in something solid, secure, and eternal. My beloved children, I know that sometimes it can be difficult to discern the truth amidst the confusing voices that the world offers. But I am here to remind you that my word is truth, and in my word you will find direction, comfort, and security. When you live according to my truth, you are allowing my light to shine in your lives, my peace to flood your hearts, my presence to be a constant in your journeys. Choosing truth is an act of courage. It is deciding that you will not accept the lies that the world, the enemy, or even your own hearts try to impose. It is deciding that my word, my promises, my love, are the foundation upon which you will build your lives. When you choose the truth, you are choosing freedom. You are choosing life. You are choosing the path that leads to fullness in me. My precious children, I want you to understand that by choosing truth, you are choosing me. You are choosing to live in the light. You are choosing the safety that only my truth can offer. As lies may seem attractive, they may seem easier to accept, but they are chains that try to bind you, steal your peace, divert you from the purpose I have for your lives. But in me and in my truth, you will find everything you need to live fully and freely. Do not delay this decision. The time to choose the truth and abandon the lies is now. Do not allow lies to continue stealing the peace, joy, and freedom that I desire for you. I am here, always ready to guide you in the truth, to reveal what is true, to strengthen you with my word. All I ask is that you trust me, that you choose the truth, and see how your lives can be transformed. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you choose the truth, you are choosing life, freedom, and the peace that only I can offer. I am the God of truth, and in me there is no shadow of variation. Trust in me, choose the truth, and see how your lives can be illuminated in wonderful ways. If these words about choosing the truth and abandoning lies have touched your heart, Leave in the comments, "I choose the truth and abandon the lies, Lord." My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the importance of choosing to live in holiness, turning away from the temptations that try to divert you from the path I have laid out. I know that the world offers many distractions, many temptations that seem attractive, but I am here to remind you that true life, true joy, and true peace are found in holiness, in closeness to me, in the commitment to live according to my will. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Be holy, for I am holy. This is the call I make to each of you. Holiness is not just about avoiding evil, but it is about dedicating yourselves completely to me. It is about living in a way that reflects my character. It is about being an example of light in a world of darkness. When you choose to live in holiness, you are choosing to set yourselves apart for me. You are choosing to live in intimacy with me. You are choosing the path of life. I want you to know that holiness is a continuous process, a journey of transformation that begins with a decision. It is deciding that above all, you want to please me. You want to walk by my side. You want to live according to my purpose. The temptations may be strong, but I am stronger. And in me, you find the strength you need to resist, to overcome, to live in a holy manner. My beloved children, I know that the path of holiness can sometimes seem difficult, especially when the temptations are many and persistent. But I am here to remind you that in me, you find everything you need to live in a holy way. I am the God who strengthens you, who empowers you, who guides you. When you turn to me, I help you turn away from temptations, to live according to my will, to experience the joy of a holy life. Choosing to live in holiness is an act of love, of devotion, of faith. It is choosing to put me first. It is deciding that nothing will be more important than our relationship. It is committing to live according to my commandments. Holiness is not about perfection, but about commitment, about being willing to grow, to change, to draw closer to me. My precious children, I want you to understand that holiness is not a burden, but a path of freedom. When you live in holiness, you are living in the fullness of my grace. You are experiencing the peace that comes from a pure heart. You are walking in the light that illuminates every aspect of your lives. Turning away from temptations is not losing, but gaining. It is choosing the best. It is opting for the abundant life that I offer to each of you. Do not delay this decision. The time to decide to live in holiness and turn away from temptations is now. Do not allow the world, with its empty offers, to steal the joy, peace, and life that I desire for you. I am here, always ready to strengthen you, to guide you on the path of holiness, to help you resist temptations. All I ask is that you trust me, that you choose to live according to my will, and see how your lives can be transformed. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you decide to live in holiness, you are choosing abundant life, true joy, and lasting peace. I am the God who calls you to holiness, who empowers you to live in a holy way, who guides you on the path of life. Trust in me, turn away from temptations, and see how your lives can be renewed in wonderful ways. If these words about deciding to live in holiness, turning away from temptations, have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I choose to live in holiness and turn away from temptations, Lord. My beloved sons and daughters, I deeply thank you for spending this time with me, listening to my voice and seeking holiness in your lives. If this message has touched your heart, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with those you love. Together, we can spread my word and my love to more hearts. Now, as promised, I have a special surprise for you. The video that is appearing on the screen is a continuation of this journey, where I will reveal something that can bring even more light and transformation to your life. Do not miss it, for there is something precious that I want to share with you. Keep watching and allow me to guide you in another step of faith and spiritual growth.